Hey Yubies, 1 hour makeup and hair challenge accepted. So let's go. Okay, the first step is to take your hair and braid around the crown of your head and then pin it back. The reason we do this is to bring volume to the front of your head and makes the hair look more fuller. Pin it up, slick down your edges with edge controller, rod the bang of your hair. I'm going to use a yellow rod and then put down your scarf. Just so simple, just easy as that. Now this is the most important step to great makeup, great lasting makeup. It's your primer. What I'm using is Mom, which is Nuka Magnesia, and yes, it works, people. And I'm going to apply it all over my face, make sure I get every single, especially my T-zone areas. But this just gives you great foundation. Next, I'm going to start with my eyebrows. I'm using this color here from my MAC palette. I'm using an angle brush and a line brush. So I'm going to take that angle brush and just fill in my brows with this eyeshadow. And I'm not going to do the whole thing just because it takes so long, and this video is already so long. So I'm going to do it off camera. Products will be listed below, so if I ever fail to mention anything, just look down below in the comment section and you will find everything you need. I'm taking a Sigma brush and this nice brick colored red. I forgot the name of it. It is Ben Nye, but I separated it from the pack, so I no longer know the color. But as you can see, I'm keeping a lot of the color outward towards I guess where my tail would meet in the outer eye, and just making sure I color the whole eye, just getting that color really good up in there, but just making sure I have most of the color in the outer eye. Next, the same color that I used on my eyebrows and blunt, yes, blunt, are going to be used as my transitional color. And the brush that I'm using is the brush that I have listed in another video. It's more of a fluffy, dense brush, but I'm just packing on that color right there on the tail of the eye. And that's going to help create that nice, rich, smoky color by building up from a small color to a deeper color in the outside. A very, very black color from MAC, and I'm going in to build up that smoky color using the Ulta brush. It has two sides, so I'm packing in that color on the ends of my lids, and then again I'll take a fluffy brush and just kind of fluff that out. And you see I picked up my dense brush, not my really fluffy brush, because I want that color to stay right there. I'm going to use my NYX lid primer. I'm really not a fan of white primer, but just to kind of give you, when you're using a light color, it's just best to go with a white primer. This is a Sonia brush from Target, kind of old, but it still works. This eyeshadow, I'm not sure the color, just because I kind of got it in a bonus gift gratis when I worked at Sephora. It's by Benefit, but again, I don't know the name. It was a gift, and it came as individual. And again, going back to what I was saying, I hate white eyeshadow. It was just too white. So I'm taking this Morphe color, very nice pink, and I'm taking that Sonia brush again and just densing that color in there, just packing on the color to add a little bit more pink to my eyes, because I can look crazy with eyeshadow. It's just something about it. Unless I'm doing like a silver or gold, just something about it. I just cannot wear white eyeshadow. Just maybe it's my bug eyes. Just a hint for somebody that has bug eyes. Don't do white. Now I'm just cleaning up and kind of going back and adding more pink. And I'm going to grab my fluffy brush and add a little bit more red to where I kind of smoked out too much of the pink and the glitter, the white glitter look. And then again, I'm going out of my MAC, put a little bit more smoky color in the ends of my eyes. Ooh, it's going to be so pretty. I can't wait. You see how much the richness of the dark color when you add it, just, so pretty. So pretty, so pretty, so pretty, so pretty. And then when you add the glitter, it's going to look so much better. Next, it's foundation time. When I say I'm in love with this Infallible, it's 109, and I'm using a Real Technique sponge and just really applying that foundation on there. This foundation is so lightweight. I can barely tell that I have, because I'm so used to packing on the color, but it's so light and it has so much coverage. And I'm just gonna really just go over everything with my sponge. Just getting that color out. I don't even need to bluff it out with a brush. It's just so easy. Oh my gosh. Best foundation out right now. So for real. Next, it is concealer time. I'm using MAC's Heavy Duty Pro concealer underneath my eyes, bringing out the specialties in my face. Just highlighting this just a little bit. A little bit goes a long way. I'm not using too much. And again, I'm highlighting my specialties, which is underneath the eyes, the chin, the nose, and the forehead. I'm gonna add a little bit more, just a little bit, make sure I'm doing this right. I had to pick up a mirror. It's the best way to see, because I can hardly see what I'm doing on video. Okay, and I'm gonna change sponges. The reason I'm gonna change sponges is because my sponge is wet, but when I'm picking up my loose setting powder, I need that sponge to be kind of dry, and it reduces creases, if that helps in any way. And so I'm using my Sacha powder, and I zoomed in so you guys can see it a little bit better. And a little bit goes a long way. You don't have to pack on the, just don't look like a cake monster. It's not necessary. Just a little bit goes a long way. And this sponge can be found at Ulta. It's a triangular wedge sponge. The best. I always have great results with this sponge. Next, I'm going to take my fan brush and blunt. Yes, the same color that we use on the eyes. Try to recycle colors. You don't always have to buy everything. And now you've seen this tip on YouTube, IG, if you follow me. I'm just taking a little bit of my LA Pro Girl concealer, and I believe this is Toast, and just warming up the product on my hands first. It was on the back of my hand, using my fingers to kind of trace where my contour is going. And I'm not going heavy just because I kind of like my contour a little soft. Today I didn't go soft at all, so you're gonna see the contour line a lot, and my blush kind of heavy in this video. But again, I'm taking my fingers because the product is warm. It dispenses on your face and diffuses, and it looks more natural. You'll see MUAs do different things. I do it with my fingers. You'll see people, do it with a brush. It's all up to you, honestly. I mean, people use liquid, people use cream. It's all up to you. Taking that fan brush, applying some of the blunt to bring back the color in my face. And this is a blush by MAC. It's one of their collection lines. When I say I'm in love with this, it looks great on any skin tone, especially during the summer. It gives you like a nice tan. It's like a tan blush. I don't know if that makes sense. Next, this is the color I got from the Bss store, which is the beauty supply store. It came in one of those cheap color packs, but it was so cute. Came in like a row of 8, I believe. So cute. Next, I'm using my Star Power. I love their highlighters. It just makes you look like a doll. It just makes you look like you're dripping in, plastic. You just look, which sucks, but you just look so good. Look at that highlight. Oh, so pretty. Just so pretty. Best highlighters. Next, I'm going to line my lip with MAC. This is one of their collective colors. Going for a pink lip. So the best way that I found to line your lips is wrong what I'm doing for beginners, but I kind of know how to do it. You want to start with your Cupid's bow and then work out on the top lip. And then you want to start inward and work down, or at the bottom of the lip and work up. And that's making sure you have a perfect line. Because I kind of mastered a little bit, I don't need to follow that. But for my beginners, that's just a tip. Cupid's bow out on the top, down, up. And this is Subculture, another one of my favorites. The lips, so pretty. Then I'm using one of my favorite, I believe this is Midnight Summers. It's one of their collect-up items that just released this summer. When I say one of my favorite nudes, I didn't know I had a favorite nude, but this would be it. It just looks so pretty on just any skin tone. It just looks beautiful. It's a great summer collectible item. Adding a little bit more before I apply my gloss. Making sure that's on there. This is Makeup Forever's new plexiglass. I really love it. There's so many products that looks good on every skin tone, so don't be afraid of color. If I can teach you anything, don't be afraid of color. And I turned the light off hoping that you would see that color a little bit better, but the camera doesn't know justice. Just know it's so pretty. Now I'm gonna have my Ingot liner. I'm gonna do my bottom, then my top. Yeah, I did that off camera. It just takes too long, and I need to get up close to see what I'm doing. And I also applied my Bss Beauty Supply lashes. I don't remember the number, but they're fancy. Just cleaning up, making sure that line is to die for and cutting. And I also applied some individual at the bottom. I'm using this Urban Decay brush, and I spring my brush a little bit just because I don't want the glitter to be so dense. I kind of want it to be kind of like fluffy. And I'm going to get closer so you can see it. But I'm taking my glitter and just patting it on with a foundation brush into my lid. You can already see how pretty this is. So just so I can show you again how that's done. Sprayed my brush, picked up the color, pressed it against my eye. So the brush is a little wet. Just so you can get an example. And you can see the lashes up close, the liner up close, the transition up close, along with the individuals at the bottom. Whew, this gum in my mouth. So I kind of got a little glitter all over the place. My face is still wet from my Fix Plus spray. So I'm going to change brushes before I mess up my face. I've done that so many times. And this brush is another one of the brushes that I picked up from my my cheap pack. But they just work so well. It was best buck for my bang. And before I take off, I'm just bluffing everything out. And you can see my yellow rod. When my hair is slicked back, all I gotta do is take out the rod, which I did, and apply the wig. Yes, this is a wig. I have a picture at the end so you can see her name, the style. This is called a half wig. I haven't worn half wigs in so long. Maybe since my sophomore, junior year in college. But these things work for the bang of the buck. And it was only $30. I said $75 on Instagram, but I was just trying to get your attention. If you watch the video, you know that this thing is actually $30. It is a blend, so you have to kind of protect the hair, but it's well worth it, especially if you're going in between hairstyles and you need something really, really quick for the pattern of this hair and the volume and beauty. Great look. I'm going to take 2 pins, pin up my bun, take another pin just to secure it so the wind doesn't knock it down. Then I'm going to take 2 more pins and just to secure my hair on the side, and then secure my hair on the other side. And just that quick. You have a look in an hour, you guys. We did it. Yes, we did it. Laying out my good hairs, fluffing out my hair, smiling for the camera. We did it. I'm done. But just a little pizzazz. I'm going to add a little bit of sparkle to my cheeks. Yes, more highlight, making sure you guys see that highlight. And what about highlight to my lips? Yeah, I think that would, a lot of people don't know about that trend. We kind of started at MAC. But you take a little bit of your glitter highlight that you have, the pressed glitter, apply it to your lips. And now you have slightly an ombre color, but with glitter and highlight. So cute. Thank you so much for watching. This is the wig. Yes, $30. Book me. Subscribe. Thank you all for watching.